not everything we do is going to just be, oh, here, find a couple of things that add up to whatever this angle is and work through it, or subtract and work through it. Um, this kind of thing is a bit different. I've got an alpha value and a beta value, both with signs in this case. What I'm going to do, I'm going to look at both of these. Pi over 2 less than alpha less than pi, that tells me I'm working in the second quadrant. I know sine is 4/5. I'm going to go through here. I'm going to draw a triangle. I really like the visual aspect of this, and I'm going to go through and label that triangle and find this missing side. Now it's 3, 4, 5 right triangle. It's really nice. This is my alpha angle. I can do cosine of alpha. I've already got sine alpha. I want cosine alpha. It's negative 3/5. Make sure you're careful with the quadrants. If you just label those sides with numbers, you'll oftentimes miss that. Make sure you're careful with quadrants because that can change your positives and your negatives. Now I'm going to do the same thing over here for my beta. Now pi to 3 pi over 2 tells me it's third quadrant. So beta is all the way around. And it's still sine, so it's still opposite over hypotenuse. I can go through and do the Pythagorean theorem again. That's 25 minus 20 to get me a square root of 5 right here. That's also a negative if you want to go that direction. And cosine of beta then is negative root 5 over 5. I need my sine values and cosine values for both alpha and beta. I'm looking at part A. It says, part A, if I want to do cosine of alpha plus beta, I use the formula just like we have. So that's my formula right there, cosine alpha, cosine beta minus sine alpha, sine beta. I take the parts out and I start plugging stuff in. I look at this, cosine of alpha, it's right over here, it's the purple one. It's negative 3/5. Cosine of beta, it's the green one. It's negative root 5 over 5. Sine of alpha, back over here to my purple triangle, it's 4/5. The sine of beta, back to the green one, it's negative 2 root 5 over 5. Subtracted there in the middle. So I substitute this out. One of the big mistakes I see, people just try to put the 3/5 or the 4/5 or any of these values just in for the angle. Don't do that. We're not doing the cosine of negative 3/5. We're doing the cosine of alpha, and the final value for that is negative 3/5. At this point, then, it's just a matter of working through the arithmetic. These happen to be like terms, and my final answer is negative 5 root 5 over 25. I do the same kind of thing for part B. I'm just going to do part B over here. But use the correct formula. Sine alpha cosine beta plus cosine alpha sine beta. And again, I go through, I just plug in the parts that I need to plug into. Sine of alpha, 4/5. Cosine of beta, negative root 5 over 5. Cosine alpha, negative 3/5. Sine beta is negative 2 root 5 over 5. Go through, do the arithmetic. Negative 4 root 5 over 25 plus 6 root 5 over 25. Add them together, I get 2 root 5 over 25. It's not super complicated. It uses a lot of the things we already know with right triangles, unit circle, where things fall in the quadrants. Be careful how you substitute in. Again, do not just plug these values in for the alpha or the beta and then try to do the sine of them. Substitute it in for the whole sine or the whole cosine, and then just do the arithmetic.